Hey everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. I just came in today to do a bit of celebrity tea. First one up is Cynthia, Peter, and Leon. So let's just get into it. From the very beginning of the debut of Peter and Cynthia's marriage, it has always been something like underlying where, from the beginning, her family didn't like him. Her mother and her sister tried to hide that marriage certificate, thinking that it would delay the marriage. Then as the seasons progressed, we saw little chinks in their marriage. To me, he never really appreciated her. It seemed like his personality was a bit much for her. And to me, they never seemed like a good fit. In my opinion, Cynthia's personality is quiet, and Peter is a bit forceful, and I'm the man and this is the way it's going to be. And I think Cynthia likes those bad boys, but I think something about Peter just never actually fit. So we've heard these rumors that they are not only separated, but they may now be headed for divorce. And, that goes to what I spoke about, the chinks in their marriage and them never really, getting it together, with Peter opening all these businesses, him, reportedly using some of her money to do it. I think maybe Cynthia has finally gotten tired of it. He had that whole debacle with the girl in the little club where he was supposedly kissing her and, rubbing his hand up and down her breast area. That embarrassed her. And I think after that whole incident and all of these other little rumors she's been hearing, maybe it's over. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this story is because they're saying that not only is Cynthia headed for divorce, but she's also sold the home that we see her and Peter and Noelle living in. And they're saying that Cynthia has actually bought another home there in Atlanta that is on a lake. Now, this story also goes on to say that Cynthia has been flying back and forth to New York, where her ex, Leon, lives, and that there is a rumor that her and Noelle will actually be moving to New York to pursue Noelle's modeling career. But while there, she's going to stay with Leon. Now, that doesn't mean that they are getting back together romantically. I think what it is that Cynthia actually loved Peter, and maybe right now Cynthia is at a place where she doesn't really know what to do. And for her, Leon maybe represents a safe space. We watched on the show how they get along. Now they probably had their problems in the past, but right now when we see them on the show, he comes in like a calming force. So maybe that's why Cynthia has decided to maybe move to New York, and instead of getting her own apartment there or a house, she's actually going to stay with him, just not only for the sake of her child, but just him being a safe space. So also they're saying that Cynthia is not going to return to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, we don't know if that's true until we see the next season, or Bravo put something out saying that she's definitely not coming back. I don't know if I'm sad to see Cynthia go. She really didn't bring a lot other than her marriage to the show. And sometimes watching Peter and her, it got a little painful for me because it seems like they were trying to force you know, this relationship, this happy relationship on us, when all the time behind the scenes, things may not have been the way that they portrayed it to be. So I guess I wish her happiness in whatever she's deciding to do, because one thing's for certain, she and Leon really love their child and they seem to get on fine. So if she's going to live with him, then, whatever makes her happy, I guess I'm happy for her. I wish her luck, Peter luck, and I hope everything works out for these people, because this is like a little mess here, isn't it? Okay, the next one up is Jock versus Sass, and the question is, who gets Cena? So everyone knows Jock from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. He's the guy that had all the baby mamas and all the kids. Well, this one is about his baby mama, Cena. Now, she was on the show a couple seasons ago, I believe. You guys remember her. She was the one that had just had the twins and she wanted him back. And she wasn't above seducing him. Remember when he came over her house, she put on this little number and came out and was, just trying to get him into her bed. We remember her from this scene, him sucking those toes. I will never forget it. Well, you might wonder why I'm talking about this whole thing. Well, it's because of a little story I read here recently. Don't know how true it is, but it's concerning Scrap de Leon's little brother, Sass. Now, apparently, Sass has been looking around for a woman, and as you guessed, that woman is Cena. They have been reportedly seeing each other. So I guess what goes around comes around, Jock. This Sass is seeing your baby's mama. And I don't know how true this is, guys, but Love and Hip Hop, I don't know if Mona got them locked up somewhere and they don't get out to play with other people and they only have each other to play with. Because doesn't it seem like they're all dating each other like some incestuous big happy family? I don't know what the hell is going on this show, but every time you turn around, it's one crazy story after another. Now, I don't know if any of you have heard about any of this or just how true this is, but when I saw this story, I was like, Lord, if they have one more thing from coming from Love and Hip Hop, I'm just going to scream. So in my next video, if I'm doing a story about the people from Love and Hip Hop, I'm not playing, y'all. I'm going to start the video off screaming. My neighbors are probably going to call the police because they're going to think something over here happening. When the police get here, I'm going to be like, no, y'all, it's just Love and Hip Hop again. It's some shit going on with them. Jesus. And y'all, this last story is about T.I. and Tiny. Now, some of us watch their show that involves all the funny things that go on, with their kids and their family members. That show, The Family Hustle. Well, this story is a little sad. I read somewhere that Tiny and T.I. have broken up. They separated, and that Tiny actually moved out of the house and she has her own place. And again, this is one of those stories that you don't know if it's true. Now, a couple years ago, they had some problems following a Grammy ceremony. So they say that only their true friends, that close circle of friends that they have, really know what's going on. But if this is true, she just had a baby, and I hope they can get it together, because these two have been together for a while. And when they're on the show, it seems like they really care about each other. And they have all these kids involved. And it's just kind of sad if it's true. I hope they can work it out. They're saying that their season, you know, is set to start, and that they're having problems, but you won't see it on the show. You know, they're gonna pretend like everything is fine, but with her just having the baby, and you know, me believing that they truly love each other, and maybe this is just some time apart until whatever happened, you know, it kind of cools down and they can sit down and talk, because again, it seems like they truly love each other, and I just hope they can work it out. And with that, everyone, this is the end of my celebrity tea. I hope you enjoyed it, and you guys have a great day.